You know, for decades, the rules of the internet seemed pretty simple, right? You had a question, you type some keywords into a search bar, and boom, a list of 10 blue links. And our job as creators, as businesses, was just to claw our way to the top of that list. Well, that entire world, it's crumbling. We're in the middle of a huge shift away from keywords and into what are being called answer engines.
Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. Because this isn't some hypothetical, far-off idea anymore. For a ton of businesses and creators out there, it's a terrifying new reality. What do you do when the game you spent years, maybe even decades mastering, just completely changes the rules overnight?
So let's talk about someone we'll call David. David is the kind of guy who did everything right. He played the SEO game perfectly, mastered his keywords, built up his links, and he climbed those search rankings. And then, poof, his traffic just fell off a cliff. He's just staring at his analytics, realizing that everything he thought he knew is suddenly worthless.
And the scary part is, David's story isn't a one-off. It's happening everywhere, because the way we all find information is fundamentally changing. We're not typing fragmented keywords anymore. We're asking our phones and our speakers complex questions. The era of that simplest of links, it's over.
So just as David's confronting this new bleak reality, a guide shows up, an AI entity called Vector. And Vector's message is absolutely crucial. This isn't the end of the world, it's an evolution. Search isn't just about indexing pages anymore. Now it's about systems that can read, understand, and then synthesize all that information into one single direct answer.
Okay, so here's the million-dollar question, right? How do you get seen by an AI that doesn't care about your keywords, but is looking for something called fact density? Well, the answer, according to Vector, is a whole new playbook, G.E.O, which stands for Generative Engine Optimization.
And let's be super clear here. G.E.O is not just SEO with a new coat of paint. It's about completely rebuilding how you present your content so that an AI engine doesn't just see it, but actually trusts it enough to use it as a core piece of the answers it gives to people.
This table really breaks it down, doesn't it? In the past, with SEO, we obsessed over keywords. Now, with G.E.O, it's all about fact density. We used to chase backlinks, but now what matters is real authority. And the goal is no longer just getting clicks. The new prize is getting citations.
This right here, this is the new definition of success online. This is the new way to win. You don't win by getting someone to click your link in a long list anymore. You win when the AI itself points to your content and says, yeah, that's the source, that's the truth. You literally become the foundation for its answer.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we make this happen?
Well, Vector lays out a roadmap for David that's built on 3 main pillars.
All right, first up, structural transparency. It sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. You can't just write for human eyes anymore. You have to start speaking the language of machines. This means using structured data, little bits of code that tells the AI exactly what it's looking at. Hey, this is our company, this is the author, here are our verified profiles. You're making it super easy for the machine to understand you.
Pillar number 2, and honestly, this one is a game changer, fact density. Those vague, fluffy marketing slogans like, we're the best or industry leading, they're basically invisible to AI now. You have to swap them out for hard, verifiable facts. Things like, we saw 75% growth, or a quote from Dr. Smith, PhD, or data from a 2024 industry report. And here's why this matters so much. You've probably heard that these big AI models can hallucinate. They just make stuff up when they can't find solid facts. Well, when you pack your content with real, verifiable data, you become its anchor in reality. You're the thing that keeps the AI grounded in truth. The era of empty claims is officially over.
And that brings us to the 3rd pillar, source-based optimization. Think of it like this. You're building a web of proof. You're connecting all those facts you just provided to established authoritative places like Wikipedia, academic journals, or respected databases. So when the AI goes to double-check your work, every road leads back to you as the credible source.
See, this is how the new AI thinks. It doesn't just see a word, it builds a whole mind map of related concepts. So as David starts to realize, his content can't just be about his one product. To prove he's an expert, he has to cover the whole ecosystem, the regulations, the innovations, the costs, everything around it. And this all circles back to that first pillar, right? The structural transparency. That code you're putting on your site, it's not just for techies. It is literally a treasure map that you are handing to the AI, guiding it directly to your most valuable factual information and making it incredibly easy for it to use.
And this is what it's all about. This is the end game. When you get all three of these pillars working together, you build something Vector calls citational authority. It's not just about being correct, it's about being the definitive, original source that everyone else refers to. And when you achieve that, you don't just show up in the answer, you are the answer.
And boom, here it is. This is what winning looks like now. A person asks their phone a question, the AI gives them a perfect, synthesized answer, and right there at the bottom, source, David Tech. That's more powerful than any click. It's a direct endorsement from the AI itself. That's the new trophy, being the footnote of the truth.
So in the end, David's traffic comes back, but it's different. It's better. These aren't just random people clicking a link. These are people who are showing up because a super smart AI has already told them that David is the expert. They arrive already trusting him.
So if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. For so long, the whole game was about optimizing for the search. That's over. From now on, our entire focus has to shift to becoming the answer.
Because ultimately, that's what G.E.O is all about. It's not just about getting your brand on a page. It's about embedding your brand, your authority, and your facts directly into the code of the answers that are going to run the internet for the next decade.